Welcome to our exploration of vehicles' power transmitting system. In this video, we will cover all about power transmitting unit of a car. We will learn how the energy from the engine transfers to the wheels, enabling movement. We will see each components of power transmitting unit and finally the precaution that should be taken for these components. So let's begin. So power transmitting units are a crucial component in a car, transferring energy from the engine to the wheels and enabling movement. And their power transmitting unit extends from the clutch up to the axle. We will see them each by each, but here let me introduce them for you. So clutch engages and disengages the engine from the transmission system, allowing for smooth gear change and control over the vehicle power transfer. So what you should know is its main function, that is engaging and disengaging the engine from transmission system. Gearbox adjusts the engine output to appropriate level for various driving conditions. It changes the torque and speed, allowing the vehicle to accelerate and decelerate efficiently. So this is its main function, adjusting the engine output. Propeller shaft transmits power from the gearbox to differential. The position of gearbox and differential is too far in a vehicle, so this transmission or propeller shaft works as a contact agent between them. The other is differential. It allows for the wheels to rotate at different speed, especially during turns. Without differential, we don't imagine to turn on the road. We will see deeper later. So now have this main function on your mind, that is differential is crucial for maintaining traction and stability while cornering and converting the circular motion to linear motion. So this is the main function of differential. We will dig deeper later. Finally, we have an axle. It supports the weight of the vehicle and transfers power from the differential to the wheels. So understanding these components helps appreciate how energy generated by the engine is effectively harnessed to provide mobility in vehicles. So now let's delve deep to each component and see them. So we have clutch in the very first beginning. The clutch is located between the engine and the gearbox. Its primary role is to control the flow of power from the engine to the gearbox. So now on we will see both the location and function of each components. So here clutch is the first component of power transmission unit, so it is located at the beginning of this system. This is between engine and gearbox, and its primary role is to control the flow of power from the engine to the gearbox. How? When the driver presses the clutch pedal, it disconnects the power from the engine to the gearbox, allowing for smooth gear change. When the clutch pedal is released, power is transferred back to the gearbox. Based on the way it operates, there are different types of clutch. These are mechanical clutch, hydraulic clutch, and pneumatic clutch. So search them in Google and see them. The second component of power transmission system is gearbox. Gearbox is situated between the clutch and propeller shaft. So it has various functions, but to mention some, one, torque generation. So the gearbox converts engine power into torque, which is necessary for the vehicle to start moving from a standstill. So torque is the first step on the movement of vehicle. The interaction between different sized gears facilitates the transmission of torque. 2. Speed regulation. So the second function of gearbox is regulating the speed. The gearbox allows the vehicle to achieve various speeds. It facilitates fast movement on a straight road by making use of different gear ratios. The larger gears contribute to higher speed when combined with the smaller gear and vice versa. 3. Directional control. The gearbox enables the driver to change the direction of travel, such as reversing the vehicle when necessary. So these are the functions of gearbox. So gearbox is crucial component of power transmission system. The gearbox comes in a different way: manual gearbox and automatic gearbox. In manual gearbox, the driver manually shifts gear using a gear lever. All the cars have this system. In this system, the driver controls the gear change by pressing the clutch pedal and directs the vehicle movement forward or backward using gear lever. However, automatic gearbox doesn't require a clutch pedal. They don't have it, and it automatically selects the appropriate gear based on speed and road conditions. As you know, most modern cars use this system, so I hope you are already familiar with it. So let's see the gear position in automatic gearbox. First, we have the mark P, which stands for park. In this position, the gearbox is locked and the vehicle cannot move, so the engine can start in this position. The second is letter R, which stands for reverse. This position allows the vehicle to move backward, and it can only be selected when the vehicle is completely stopped. The third is the letter N, which stands for neutral. In this position, the gearbox is disengaged, or in other words, we can say it is disconnected from the clutch. So it can be used when parking the vehicle for an extended time or during traffic jams. The fourth is D, that's for drive. As we can understand from the name, this position allows the vehicle to move forward, engaging the appropriate gears for acceleration. So standing the gear at this position, you can drive the car at any speed you want. The fifth is L, for low gear. This position is used when a vehicle requires more torque, such as going uphill or towing heavy loads. It provides maximum power at lower speed. So this is all about the gearbox. Please don't forget to leave the review at the end of the video. Let's keep going. The third component of power transmission unit is propeller shaft, or transmission in Italiano. Propeller shaft is situated between the gearbox and the differential, and its primary function is to transfer torque and rotational speed from the gearbox to the differential. As I said before, there is a huge distance between the gearbox and differential, therefore propeller shaft situated between them to transfer the torque and rotational speed to the differential. So this is essential for conveying the engine's power further down the drive tail to ultimately propel the vehicle. So torque transmission, the propeller shaft takes the torque generated by the gearbox and delivers it to the differential. Speed transmission, besides torque, it also transmits rotational speed, which is necessary for vehicle's movement. The third function is Alignment management. The design accommodates variation in component alignment, helping to ensure smooth energy transfer despite potential changes in angle due to vehicle's suspension and movement. The fourth component of power transmission unit is differential. The differential is located between the propeller shaft and the axles. This is one of the crucial components in power transmission system because of distributing power to the wheels while allowing them to rotate at different speeds, especially during turns. So let's look at its key functions. 1. Equal force distribution. On a straight path, the differential transmits equal torque to both axles, ensuring consistent power to the wheels as the vehicle moves straight. 2. Different speed handling. When turning or following a winding road, the differential allows the inner axle, the wheel on the side of the turn, to rotate at slower speed, and the outer axle, the wheel on the outside of the turn, to turn faster. So this differential rotation is vital for maintaining traction and stability while turning. The third key function of differential is conversion of motion. The differential also converts the circular motion recovered from the propeller shaft into the linear motion that drives the wheel. This conversion process is essential for translating engine power into forward motion. And finally, the last component of power transmission unit is axle. The axle is positioned between the differential and the wheels. Its primary role is to transfer the rotational energy and torque from the differential to the wheels, enabling movement. So its first key function is energy transfer. The axle delivers the power transmitted from the differential directly to the wheels, effectively causing the vehicle to start moving. The other function of axle is support. The axle not only transmits power but also supports the weight of the vehicle and plays a crucial role in vehicle's overall structure and handling. The other is stability and alignment. The axle helps maintain the correct alignment of the wheels, ensuring that they can rotate freely, allowing for smooth handling. So this was all about power transmission system as a whole. Each of these components play a specific role on ensuring that the vehicle can move efficiently, maintaining traction and handle different driving conditions. Therefore, understanding these parts is essential for comprehending vehicle dynamics and performance.